So, after 8 seasons, Arrow is ending. And I kind of just wanted to talk about it. Hey dudes, what's up? It's an Assassin. And today we are talking about Arrow. So, if you haven't heard the news, Arrow is being canceled. After 10 episodes in season 8, Arrow is ending at the end of 2019. And I honestly cried. I did. Because Arrow's been this big part of my life. I first started watching Arrow, I think a season into it. I think I started season 2, but binge watched it all. And so when Arrow first came out, it was kind of that turning point in my life. Because when it first came out, I was a teenager. I was a young teenager. And it came out in the perfect time for when I was trying to figure out who I am. Just like crisp 13, 14, 15, like those years where you're really trying to figure yourself out. And so I give a lot to Arrow because it was amazing. Arrow then created Flash, my literal favorite TV show of all time. Flash and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. are my favorite superhero TV shows of all time. Probably favorite TV shows of all time. And then it created Legends, and it created Supergirl, and Batwoman's coming, and Black Lightning, and all of it. All started with Arrow. So I have to give my heart to Arrow. There is a spot in my heart that belongs to Arrow. Because it really changed everything. Arrow was like the first like superhero TV show that really kicked this new golden age of TV shows. It really did. Now, yes, we have Smallville and we have all the other 90s superhero shows, 90s, 80s, 70s superhero shows. Of course. Don't get me wrong. I know. But Arrow kicked off this new generation. It was Arrow, and then the year next to it was Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and the year after was Flash, and then it was Supergirl, and it was Legends, and it was Black Lightning, and it was Batwoman. All because of Arrow. It started it off. All of it. Because of Arrow. And it's sad to say that also, if you haven't heard, Bett Rickards, who plays Felicity Smoak on the show, is leaving also. She's leaving at the end of season 7. So she will not be in season 8. And that news was even sadder than Arrow canceling. Because Felicity is honestly my favorite character on Arrow. Honest to God. Emily, what she does with Felicity is amazing. Is so amazing. Not to mention that Felicity Smoak wasn't supposed to be a main character. Felicity Smoak was supposed to be like a one-off, like here's a little Easter egg to Felicity Smoak. But no. Emily put so much of her and her heart into the character that it became a fan favorite and became a main character of the show. And literally rewrote canon in the DC comics. Because in the comics, Felicity was never a big character. Ever. But what Emily did on Arrow changed DC Comics. And now Felicity is a bigger character in the Arrow comics universe. And I have to give so much props to her. And I haven't read up on why she's leaving. I don't know if she said why she's leaving. I have no idea. But I'm going to miss her. She's my favorite character. I ship Olicity. Like, Olicity is literally my favorite ship of all time. Which sounds insane. But I tell you, like, 100%, my favorite ship of all time. Of all time. And you know I'm shipping trash. I ship Makora. I ship Stony. I ship all of these things. But, like, I made a Makora video and I made an Olicity video. And Olicity is literally my favorite ship of all time. Makora was my first ever ship. At least when I knew the word ship, because I've had other, like, you know, Danny Phantom and Sam, like, I shipped them, but of course I didn't know shipping at the time. But when I first figured out what shipping was, Makora. But my favorite ship and my true heart is Olicity. You guys don't know this, but my profile picture on Twitter and on Facebook and on everything was Olicity for the longest time. And then I switched it up because, you know, I gotta switch up sometimes. But I love Olicity with my entire heart. And I'm going to miss Felicity. And I'm going to miss Arrow. And I know it's hard. It's so hard for Emily. She posted a little thing, and Stephen and Mel posted a thing about how she changed his life and they're best friends. And Stephen and Mel, of course, announced Arrow ending in a Facebook live stream. And he was, you know, tearing up a little bit, and it seems like he asked to leave because he lives in LA. And of course, this show films in Canada, so 9 months out of the year, he is in Canada filming. And he has a little girl, and he has a wife, and a family. And it was that time to not walk away, but it was that time to put down the bow and arrow. And I understand that. And then CW decided if Stephen Amell is leaving, we should cancel the show. And the show has been going on for 7-8 years now. It's going to go on season 8. And that is a long show. That is a long show. Not as long as Supernatural. Supernatural's ending after 15 seasons, which is so much. But Arrow to get 8, amazing. Amazing. And I love Arrow, and it will always have a special spot in my heart. Always. 100%. No hesitation. I will always have a spot for Olicity. They're literal goals. They've been through so much together. And now they have a kid. And I do gotta say, I have a fear that they're gonna kill Oliver at the end of season 8. Being that it looks like they might end on the crossover for Arrow. Now the crossover event is gonna be Crisis on Infinite Earths, which they teased last crossover event. Now if you don't know what Crisis is, Crisis, at least in the DC Comics, is kind of where DC decided to kind of reboot everything and kind of collide all of their multiverses into one. And specifically, the biggest part in Crisis was Barry Allen, the Flash, dying, sacrificing himself. And that was how Wally West became the Flash, and how a lot of people grew up with Wally West and not Barry Allen. But now, just recently, Barry Allen was brought back into the DC Comics, so that's kind of we had the Flash with Barry Allen and stuff like that instead of Wally West. But like, I grew up with Wally West, so you know, there's that. I do like Barry a little bit better than Wally, but I do love Wally. But I think it's kind of the thing with the Robins, where like Dick Grayson's my favorite Robin, but I love me some Tim Drake and Jason Todd. Same thing with the Flash. I love Barry Allen, he's my favorite, but I love me some Wally West. And so I feel like at the end of Arrow, they're going to do the crossover, they're going to do Crisis, and they're going to kill Oliver. I think, and my gut is truly telling me this, that Oliver is going to sacrifice himself to save everyone. Just like in the last crossover event, he went to a Monitor, I think he's called, Monitor the villain, and was like, yo, chill, like, can you stop this, like, whatever. And the Monitor was like, wow, no one's ever did that, but there's going to be something bigger that's coming, and you need to be prepared. And Oliver's like, okay. And that felt almost like a sacrifice moment, but it didn't turn out to be. And so I feel like in Crisis, they're going to kill Oliver. Specifically because we already know Barry's going to disappear. They've been hinting at the Crisis on Infinite Earths for a very long time, especially in The Flash. From the newspaper that says Barry Allen disappears in Crisis, and it was dated in 2024, I think April something 2024. So Barry's supposed to disappear in Crisis on Infinite Earths, but with Oliver knowing that Barry's disappearing, knowing that Barry has a daughter now, and with Oliver and Arrow ending, it seems like Oliver might sacrifice himself to allow Barry to raise his daughter. Because we know that Barry is not there for her. She was raised specifically by Iris because Barry disappeared. Now, they might still do the Barry disappearing. Of course, I could totally be wrong on all of this. But I feel that Barry's going to try to sacrifice himself. And then Oliver's going to be like, no, it's me. I'll sacrifice myself. I know that's kind of depressing. And this kind of whole video is a little depressing. But they'll probably still do a montage maybe? I don't know. With Emily leaving, it's kind of weird how they're going to do it. She hasn't announced if she's coming back for like the final episode, which I hope she does. But if she doesn't, they'll probably do like a montage of like when Oliver dies, he's thinking about his friends, his family, he's thinking about his wife, he's thinking about his 2 children. And so that's probably how they're ended, just like that. And do I want that? No, I really don't. I honestly wish that they'll save Oliver, that Oliver can go live his life with Felicity in a nice little suburb with a nice picket fence with his son and his daughter and just live a happy life. Because right now, his son is very angry at him in Arrow. Because, you know, he's the Arrow, he's outed, like, they're getting attacked every week. His son's very mad at him. So I'm hoping, and I would wish, that they would just go live out a happy life, a happy, normal life in the suburbs. Kind of like how they did with Arrow, like, a few seasons ago, where the episode started with Oliver running and then going home, and with Felicity, it was a nice, happy marriage. That's what I want. That would be my ultimate goal. But I don't think that's happening, and I think they're gonna kill Oliver. And it's sad, and they might kill Felicity too. I don't know what they're gonna do, but I kind of just wanted to talk about it. At least get it off my chest a little bit, because it's sad. It's really sad. You know, Arrow's been a part of my life for a very long time now, and no, it hasn't been amazing, right? Like, some seasons are better than others. Arrows hasn't always been the perfect show, but no show is. But it's still one that I sit down every week to watch, that I record every week if I miss it. Like, I am fully caught up on Arrow right now, and it's just like, it's sad, because once I catch up and once Arrow's over with, that's it. You know, like, end of this year, Arrow's over. And it's sad. You know, because I love Oliver, I love Felicity. Mia Smoak is a badass. His son is cool. Probably a badass. He seems like a badass, at least an adult. Not as badass as his sister, but, like, you know, pretty chill. And John's son is awesome, and John, and everyone. Laurel. It's gonna be sad. But all things have to come to an end, and Arrow has lived an amazing, amazing life. Stephen Amell, you're not going to be watching this, but you changed my life, man. Like, it sounds weird to say, but, like, Arrow has always been there, and it's such a good show, and it's always been there. So I have to give my heart, Stephen Amell, love you. You're an amazing actor. I will follow you through any movie you do, any TV show. I'm going to follow your career. Like, I'll be there right behind you, supporting you. Emily, I'll be the same thing. I'll be right behind you, supporting you. Like, I will be there. I will follow your careers. I swear on my life. Like, you guys are amazing. Emily, you're one of my favorite actresses of all time. Steven, you're one of my favorite actors of all time. Like, I almost met you guys in Heroes Fan Fest in Chicago last year, but I was a little stingy with money. Not stingy, but, like, a little low on money. And so I couldn't meet you guys, but you guys were in the same room as me, and I was a little bit freaking out because I was like, oh my god, it's Olicity. Olicity's right over there. But Sally didn't get to meet you, so hopefully I get to meet you some other time, because I would love to get a little photo with Olicity. I'll pretend, I'll be like, oh my god, look it's Olicity. I'm like, oh my god, I'm in the presence of Olicity. I'm in the presence of Emily and Steven. But anyways, I think that's gonna do it for this video. I kind of just wanted to get off my chest a little bit about Arrow. So at least with this video, I don't think I'm gonna do too much editing, because I feel like when there's serious videos like this, like real emotional, like it's hard to edit, and it's almost bad to edit because you can't really like see my true emotions towards this. And I really want you guys to understand that Arrow, I love Arrow. I love Arrow so much. And I'm sad to see it go, but I'm excited to see where all the actors and actresses' careers go from here. And they're gonna go far. Okay? Like, I'm gonna follow all of them. Like, I'm so excited for where Emily and Steven and the rest of the cast go. Okay? And Grant, love you. You know I love you. Flash is amazing. I'm excited for you to take up the reins as the like main show of the DC universe. It's got a lot of weight to it, but you're gonna do great. And Steven, I hope you're happy. I want you to live a great life. I want you to live a nice life with your wife and kid, because it's so cute. And on Instagram, the little photos are so cute, and I love them, and they're a little precious. Emily, I love you. Go have a happy life. Emily though, can you please tell me you're gonna be there for season 8, at least the final episode? I don't know why you're leaving. I don't need to know, but I kind of want you there for the last episode. It'd just be, kind of be nice. But I don't know what's happening. And I hope everything's fine, and it's just kind of one of those things where you're like, I gotta get going. But I hope everyone in Arrow, all the writers, all the directors, all the cast, crew, everyone has amazing careers after this, because Arrow is just one of those shows that will live in history. I will always love Arrow. I will make my kids watch Arrow when they're older, because sometimes Arrow can be a little dark. Okay, Flash is a little younger, Arrow's a little older, which is fine. So I'll definitely wait for they're a little older, but I'm gonna miss it. But anyways, hope you did enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe button with your pulse blast. Become part of the AU Avengers Unlimited, and hit that like button with your hidden blade. Comment down below what you think about Arrow canceling. What are your feelings on it? I know there are some people that are like, thank God it's over. And like, it's kind of, some people have felt that it's kind of going downhill from here, but like, I don't think so. I've always loved Arrow. I'm sad to see it go, but some things have to end. And yeah, so definitely comment down below your feelings. Like, wish Steven and Emily and everyone some good luck down there in the comments. Just go send everyone from Arrow some love. Go send the Flash some love. Go send Supergirl some love. Legend, Black Lightning. Go send everyone some love, because they all deserve it. This has been years and years of 9 months of filming in Canada to make all of this happen. So definitely go send some love. And yeah, I'll see you dudes later. Bye!